Hello to everybody. Today I will be explaining what a VTuber is and the design elements I have chosen for my very own VTuber and the inspirations behind it. First thing first, what is a VTuber? To put it simply, a VTuber is a virtual entertainer, someone who usually live streams on Twitch, but it can be on any streaming site, doing some sort of entertaining thing. Most commonly, it is video games, but some streamers are known to draw.
I like this character design a lot. You have a really good color placement going on. It feels cohesive. I am noticing a couple composition problems in the way things are touching each other. I think even just doing it this way, I can already tell
Some are known to just sit and talk.
Basil, you know how we were talking about food and stuff earlier? You know what my favorite thing to eat is?
Yo, mama!
Some are known to react to videos.
Break it, break it, break it, break it, break it! No. Oh! It was almost the most satisfying thing ever. My neurons have never been more activated.
And some are even known just to do ASMR, eating videos, but still somehow don't show their face.
this is how you eat a Kit Kat properly. Oh no! Wait! We can fix this.
It's really weird, but I think they're funny. That being said, VTubers are more than just these things. They are a way for these people to escape into a new life, something fun, something for them to look forward to. That's why I would say most people do it. It's just something fun to do as a job. Not just that, but there is some extreme lore.
Shu Yamino, the sorcerer from the past that got sent to the future because of magical poop. Are these notes right? They are? Okay. Shu is a member of the Niji-Sanji English group Lexium, alongside Luca, Vox, Ike, and Mista. When Shu was a child, he went outside, where a man tried to trick him into stepping in poop. The plan failed, and when Shu went back into his house, it magically flew off the ground and smacked into him, pushing him into a fire. While on fire, his dad said, "Oh no, you're burning," and he replied with, "I'm burning hotter than your mom." A burn so epic that the gods decided not only to save him, but to transport him to the future, all because of magical poop. He's a jujitsu sorcerer, which is a type of magic related to curses, just like his lore, and he inherited these powers from his parents. His birthday is May 2nd, and we're unsure of his age since he left the past as a child and has arrived in the future as an adult. He's 173 centimeters tall and is capable of saying and holding A for over 30 seconds.
That goes into these characters that they build, these
In the ever-escalating insanity of VTuber lore, Haruka Caribou claims the privilege of being a literal child of the concept of creation sent out as a last-ditch effort to save the universe from chaos. Arriving on Earth as the seed of life, she crashed into the Arctic where the roots of her tree took hold, allowing the world to flourish and grow. Though physically unable to move from where she landed, her mind traveled the planet and observed the beginning of humanity, a species that fascinated her with their determination to live even when Yanners invaded and tried to drain all their sanity. With the help of Vey, Haruka was able to imprison Yanners under the ice of Siberia and return to her vigil once more, helping out those in need over the next 2,000 or so years until Yanners woke up and developed an unhealthy attachment to humans, trying to give them eternal life in exchange for their sanity. Refusing to yield her title as protector of the world, Haruka took the first steps out of the tree that had been her prison and joined up with VShojo to face this new threat.
Alternate personalities and personas, if you'd call them.
Multiverse Monarch Amelie is what happens when people yell at you too much for interfering with their favorite anime, and so you instead invade all realities simultaneously to become friends with the protagonists. I'm only half joking. Amelie comes from a realm where its heroes became the ultimate villain and ended up destroying her world, forever shattering her faith in heroes and righteousness. She came to believe that even when good arises, there will always be a stronger evil to combat it, so to save other realms from her own world's fate, she became that evil. In her mind, as long as she remains the ultimate evil, the worlds under her watch are safe, so she began cloning herself and reaching out to every universe with a rising hero to learn of their strengths and weaknesses, ready to step in and stop their path if they became too reckless.
Overall, you could say that people put a lot of care and thought into these, characters that they basically put themselves into. They step into these characters when they start these streams. It's like putting on like a Halloween costume almost. I don't know how else to explain it, which kind of leads me into my second half of this video, which is me explaining how I came up with my VTuber design and my VTuber lore. To start off with the design, I guess we should just talk about my creative process. So I, for the longest time, was just watching these VTubers, and I thought it was so cool and so fun how, because a lot of them are artists and they've designed their own, avatars and stuff like that. I just thought that is so cool. How can I do that? And I watched a lot of videos, one of them being by Lavender Town.
Hey everybody, it's Lavender Town.
He basically has a series on YouTube of her step-by-step process of attempting to make her own VTuber, which I kind of followed that a little bit. And I can say the main inspiration from her that I incorporated into my designs is the big droopy sleeves. I don't know what it was, but I was like, I have to have that in my design. I have to incorporate it. There is just no other option, which led me to think, okay, what is my VTuber going to be? Because as you've seen from my examples, VTubers are just anything. They can be whatever they want, whoever they want. So the question was, who am I going to be? And after a lot of consideration, I decided I wanted my VTuber to be almost like a fantasy version of myself. So something that could be translated to real life as well as on paper, like a fantasy life, if that makes sense. So I decided to do a witch because I love all things witchcraft, and I wanted to make them a shapeshifter. Their name is Moonlight, spelled Munelite, and that is all my social media tags now because I'm letting this thing take over my personality. I designed a tattoo for them, and I ended up liking it so much that I put it on myself. And the reason I say them is because, like me, I made it so they were gender fluid, which is why there's now 2 characters on screen. One female, one male. This is because they have 2 versions. They have 2 versions of themselves because they are shapeshifters. They like to change to the form that best suits them in the moment, which is another characteristic I chose from myself. When I was designing Moonlight, I they wanted them to represent me. This is supposed to be me, but fantasy. And as many of you know, I happen to just be beautiful on every gender. You've seen my prom photos, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so I just wanted this to reflect me, have them looking good either or. And this is also one of the first characters I kind of proudly drew with a bigger figure. You know, it kind of has helped me become more confident in myself because of it. Okay, so enough with the blabbering on about all that boring stuff. Let's get into the really juicy bits, all the lore I have for this character. So Moonlight started off as a basic human in high school. It was his senior year, and he just kind of was an outcast. Never really did much, never really stood out. And one day he comes across this book in a graveyard, which he ends up using to summon a demon. Making a pact with this demon, he gains a whole heck of a lot of powers and becomes so powerful that he just can do whatever. I don't know how else to explain it. He overpowers the demon, kind of draining the demon of their said power. He now travels the multiverse looking for more versions of the said book that he's collected. In each universe, there is a new chapter that they have. So he just slowly gets more powerful. And I should say he is not a hero by any means. They are a villain. They're here to rule the world. As you see, they're already on their way to do it. They never walk. They're always skating or flying. And they're going to rule every single dimension. So I hope you guys enjoyed hearing me talk about my character.